I know this topic gets a lot of strong opinions on both sides, but here's the deal. During previous administration under President Biden, it was pretty much an open border. And that is kind of what caused what's going on right now with ICE and our own citizens. A lot of people came into the United States, and that set the stage for what we're dealing with now. When Donald Trump campaigned, as we all remember, he was pretty clear. He promised mass deportation and a crackdown. And that's exactly what he's doing now that he's in office. Are you ready for facts? Unfiltered, unbiased, uncensored. The Joe Rossano Show is next. Welcome to the Joe Rossano Show, where again, we are unfiltered, unbiased, uncensored. Let's rock. My dearest friends and fellow Americans, today we've got some hot topics on the burner, and we're going to tackle them with a good old-fashioned, down-to-earth honesty you know and love. Because first up, we're going to be talking about a story that's got the whole world buzzing. Let's start with something making international headlines. President Trump and the idea of the United States taking over Greenland.
But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor.
Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, haven't I heard this before? Well, it's back in the news, and it's stirring up quite a bit of global controversy. Essentially, Trump's been talking about acquiring Greenland to keep other global powers like Russia and China out of the Arctic. Greenland and Denmark have both given a pretty firm no thanks, and even the Danish prime minister has warned it could shake up NATO if the U.S. pushed this issue. So let's break down what's happening, why it matters, and how it might just be more than a political headline. Donald Trump is not your grandmother's president. He does things no other presidents on the planet Earth would even consider. But, my dearest friends and fellow Americans, is he wrong? He is correct when he says there is a large contingent of Russian naval forces in that region. And as Americans, do you want them there? I don't. So again, taking over a sovereign nation, especially by force, is certainly provocative. However, as everyone knows, President Trump says a lot of provocative things to set the stage for a negotiation. We shall see how it plays out. And again, at the end of the day, Donald Trump generally says something completely outrageous because he wants to negotiate. This is the time where I kindly ask, please like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of the Joe Rossano Show. Speaking of provocative, moving on to ICE. ICE agents and the whole immigration enforcement landscape, and now there's been a shooting in Minneapolis. Look, we're here to deliver the facts, and I know this topic gets a lot of strong opinions on both sides, but here's the deal. During previous administration under President Biden, it was pretty much an open border. And that is kind of what caused what's going on right now with ICE and our own citizens. A lot of people came into the United States, and that set the stage for what we're dealing with now. When Donald Trump campaigned, as we all remember, he was pretty clear. He promised mass deportation and a crackdown. And that's exactly what he's doing now that he's in office. Here's my honest take. If the previous administration hadn't opened the floodgates, we might not be in this situation. And let's also be real about why ICE agents often wear masks. They got families. They got personal lives, and they don't want that spilling over into those personal lives and causing safety threats. Whether you agree or disagree, it's part of the reality we're navigating now. Moving on to the protests in Iran. There's a surprise. Seems to be a protest there every week and a half. A lot of people overseas are eyeing what's happening right now in Iran. Right now, Iran is seeing some of its largest protests in recent years. These demonstrations started off because of economic issues, inflation, and, I don't know, currency trouble. And I guess people every day there are struggling to meet the basic needs, but they've grown into something bigger. People are now out in the streets calling for a change in leadership and more freedoms. It's a tough situation, and the Iranian government is cracking down hard. There have been reports of casualties, arrests, and a whole lot of tension. The world is watching, including the U.S., which is urging the Iranian government to respect human rights and let people protest peacefully, if that is indeed what they're doing. So that's the big picture on Iran right now. It's a reminder that around the world, people are standing up for what they believe in, even in the face of some really tough opposition. More to come. My dearest friends and fellow Americans, it's now time for what I would have to say is probably one of your pal Joe Rossano's favorite segments, and that is your questions and comments. The jar. So basically, what I do is when I get emails from the nice folks, and I ask you to do that, please, Joe at joerossano.com. That is Joe at joerossano.com. Find me on social media at joerossano.com. It's pretty easy. Any of your comments or questions, I basically write them down. I put them in the jar. I shake it up and I read them right here online and answer your questions and your comments. And as I always say, sometimes people are a little mean to me. They tell me how bad I am or how bad I look or how bad I sound, but that's okay. I don't have thin skin. So let's uh let's read a few. This from Marvin. Joe, do you think the FBI will investigate Erica Kirk and TPUSA? Who says they're not? I mean, maybe they are. I mean, if you ask my honest opinion, probably not. But if they're doing their due diligence, especially with all that's been said and kind of the suspicious ways these folks act, in my opinion, I think it's worth an agent or two taking a look at it. Do I think that they are being closely scrutinized? No, I really don't. I think the FBI thinks Tyler Robinson did it. He's been charged. He's awaiting trial that carries the death penalty. So are they investigating Erica and TPUSA or foreign government involvement? I'm not sure. I mean, I would not put it past them not to be, quite frankly. I think they got their person and I think that's good enough. At least that's my opinion. Back to the jar. Pick up another one here. One of my favorite things. This from Jenny. Jenny writes, do you think they should leave Erica Kirk alone and stop making comments about her on podcasts? No. It's free country, freedom of speech. I mean, they are entitled to their opinions. And I'm talking about Candace Owens, among others. I mean, again, I'm always going to get back to this. Okay. The official statement of the Joe Rossano show is Charlie Kirk was assassinated by the Easter Bunny. And the reason that I say that is about as good a guess as I've heard anyone else make here. Okay. It's Erica. It's Erica. It's foreign government. It's TPUSA. The Easter Bunny is just about a good enough guess. But, should they leave her alone? Oh, my goodness. I mean, she is a widow. Okay. And we don't have any facts. And I'm talking about facts that somebody did anything wrong in that camp. Okay. There is no evidence to take Erica Kirk to court and get a conviction. As a matter of fact, I don't even see the prosecuting attorney even proceeding with the case. I don't think it makes it to the opening argument. But she did hug JD by his hair, so she must be in on it. But I think you were going to hear Erica Kirk, TPUSA, and unfortunately, the late Charlie Kirk on podcast and in the media for a long time to come. As always, my dearest friends and fellow Americans, thank you so kindly for taking your time today to spend with your pal Joe Rossano on the Joe Rossano Show, where we are unfiltered, unbiased, uncensored. This is the time where I kindly ask, please like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of the Joe Rossano Show. As always, God bless you, my dearest friends and fellow Americans. Don't forget to adopt a pet. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for all the latest episodes of The Joe Rossano Show.